People that are seekers, this is an important question. What is it that I really want? What am I looking for? St. Ignatius had this idea that if we listen deeply to what we really, really, really want, that we might discover what it is that God wants for us.
So some of the key components of Ignatian spirituality are finding God in all things, that God can work through all of creation. So being able to open our eyes and discover the many ways that God is speaking to us through nature, through other human beings, through our own desires. And so our task is to be able to listen, to be able to pay attention to the interior movements, to be able to discern.
The beauty of what Ignatian Yoga is and what Ignatian Yoga tries to do is really bring together these two deep traditions of what the spiritual life is and bring them into conversation with each other in a way that enriches your spiritual life and enlivens the work that we are then called to do in the world.
What I love about Ignatian spirituality and the practice of yoga together is that both of these rich and deep traditions have so much to offer to us here and now. Both of them are deep supports for developing your sense of awareness of who you are and what you're here on this earth to do and be and embody.
I think a lot of times people separate Ignatian spirituality and yoga, or their spiritual practice and their physical practice. But what Ignatian yoga is doing is saying we don't have to separate these. These can be integrated, these can be supportive of each other, these can help strengthen the other.
That through a deepening, through a deeper presence, through a deeper embodied being, we can engage in these somewhat abstract concepts in a way that actually has traction, in a way that is experiential, and in a way that can have a profound effect on our lives.
The foundation of Ignatian spirituality is gratitude. It's a recognition that life itself is gift, that we ourselves are gift, that God creates us and continually recreates us out of love every moment. So part of the practice of yoga is coming to recognize, to become sensitized, to become awake to the gift of the moment, to the gift of our own life.
You come on one of our retreats, you don't have to have any experience in yoga, or you don't have to have any experience in Ignatian spirituality. That our goal and our hope is that we can provide enough of a foundation in both of those that you can walk away knowing how these two traditions can interface and deepen one another.
And the more I practice and learn about them, I see points of connection, see ways that they can support each other. Ways that yoga and Ignatian spirituality can enrich one another.
Yoga has literally allowed me to expand my container, the space that I take up in my body and my presence, and create more space for Source, for Spirit, for God to be with me, to create a space in my day-to-day life where I can drop in and through my practice of yoga feel connected to that which is beyond words.
I think it deepens, I think it unpeels some of the layers and helps us be able to access a deeper part of ourself, our soul, to be able to gain deeper insight and awareness into the ways that God is speaking to us. And Ignatian spirituality is ultimately about gaining deeper awareness and knowledge of God's plan, God's will, and being able to align our life in that way.